Why are you here?
I'm here for my girlfriend. She's 17, and
You have a 17-year-old girlfriend?
yes, I do.
What
How old
the
are you?
hell is
I'm
going
41.
on? What?
She's having problems with her mom, and her mom's the one that signed custody over to me.
You're sleeping with a girl that you have custody of.
Yes.
Yo,
Because
that's
everybody in her
weird as
family
hell.
does drugs. She had to get out of that.
So everybody does drugs, you're sleeping with her.
Right. I was just about to say that.
No, that's not the way it happened.
But it
Well,
happened.
how did it happen? How do you end up sleeping with a child that you have custody of?
Facts.
Because I got custody of her. Her mom signed her over because she didn't want her anymore.
Okay, so you're doing a nice thing by taking a child in.
I'm doing a nice thing because
He tricked her.
she her other brother does drugs. Her mom lets him do that. The guy just got.
I want to know how you make the leap of having custody of a child to then begin sleeping with her. How do you make that leap?
Here's how it is. You go from.
In fact, why don't you tell it with your ass standing up? Get up.
Get the fuck out.
I met her on a chat line. She said she was 18, and I ain't supposed to be less than 18 on this chat line. So I met her on the chat line. Thought she was 18. When I met her, I thought she was 18. So it's not like I looked for a little 16-year-old girl or 17-year-old girl, and it's legal in Iowa. It's totally legal. So it's not like I'm doing anything illegal.
Don't you have any moral compass
Oh, yes,
inside
I
to
do.
say, you know
I'm not
what,
saying I just
I'm in
met-
my 40s, I shouldn't be sleeping with a teenage girl?
Okay. The only thing I got to say to that part is that Hugh Hefner, and he's got 18-year-old girls, so what, 82? So what do you say about that one?
I think 18 and 16 is a big difference.
Well, so do I. If I knew she was 16 at the time.
Oh, well, when you meet an 18-year-old girl, so you just what? You jump in bed with her? You don't say, oh,
Well,
maybe
here's
that high
your
school
ID.
jacket is throwing me off a little bit
She
here?
didn't have a high school jacket. She was a CNA, registered nurse, working at a nursing home. How did I know a 16-year-old's doing
Registered
that?
nurse.
What did you know about her?
I knew about what we talked about, like every night on the phone. And then when I finally met her, I found out she had a lot of problems with her mom.
Trying to help her out is
Yes,
what you
sir.
were doing.
I was.
And,
trying
you,
to help her.
and when you're trying to help her out, when you're sleeping with her, what kind of help is that?
No, it wasn't then.
It's
It wasn't.
Okay, chat. We know he's twisted in the head. So instead of asking if he's guilty, I'm going to ask, how do you think he got her? Do you think he twisted the mom's head or gave her money? Or do you think she just gave the baby up? I'm going to go with he probably paid for her or twisted her head and like tricked her into signing over custody.
It's just really, you're a 40-year-old creepy guy trying to sleep with teenage girls.
You gotta be smiling. You get this
I ain't never done that. I wasn't out looking for that.
You've never done it. You said you are doing it.
Yeah, well, I never just went and looked for her.
What are you doing
like
on
she
a
was
chat
16,
line? What are you
17.
looking for?
I'm chat like talking to girls. I thought she was the right age, like she said she was.
Oh, so nobody lies on the internet.
No, I'm not saying that. But when I found
How
out, I
old, did you tell
broke
her
it
you,
off.
how old did you tell you were?
I told her I was 37 at the time.
See
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying?
you're lying too.
Yeah, yeah. But on this line, you're supposed to be 18 at least on that line.
You look
How do you end up
52.
having custody of this girl?
Okay, her mom couldn't take care of him. She was letting her other son. She gets Social Security from her oldest boy. He in the house every day. Her younger brother's 15. Her mom's boyfriend at the time was doing crack and a whole bunch of stuff, and she couldn't go to school. I hear it in the background there. She's trying to. When I found out she was 16, I broke it off. Her mom called the police on me, so I broke it off then.
Yeah,
but then the police came over and said, you know what? In Iowa, it's legal.
The police came over and said, go ahead, keep sleeping with her.
Yes,
It's legal.
they said it's legal. There's nothing we can do about it. So I didn't even know that at the time.
I don't think the
So-
police.
and
So
said
you
it
weren't
like
even
that.
sure if you were breaking the law or not.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I broke it off with her.
You broke it off.
Yeah. And she kept calling and crying and crying. So then I felt sorry for her. I told her, well, you can finish school down here.
How did she get down there?
She took a bus down.
Did somebody send her on the bus?
No, I paid for the bus
See
ticket.
what I'm saying?
She came down. We fell in love, and I've been
How
with her.
fast did you fall in love?
It was a few months. 2 months.
Over 2 months. And she stayed with you this whole time?
No. I've seen her a couple times here and there, and then I met her for the first time in June. We met in March, and we were, talking on the phone every night. So you can't help who you fall in love with. It's not
No,
like
you
I
can.
just.
You can say, no, you're a child. I'm not going to fall in love with you.
She was a nice person.
You what?
I said she's a great person inside. She needed help, and her.
So be a mentor. Again, I'm 45. I can't imagine dating a teenager. Being with a teenager.
Facts.
What would you have in common with them?
Nothing.
She went through. I've been through a lot of
Plus,
problems.
all the influence you sway over a teenager, you'd be taking advantage of them.
Oh, believe me, I've been taking advantage of her.
You're sleeping with her. I say that's taking advantage of
Oh,
her.
I don't think it is.
You know what? A guy like you can say all you want that you're trying to help this person. You're not trying to help anybody. you're doing it for your own sexual gratification. You want to sleep with a teenager. That's what you want to do. That's why you're with this girl. It's not because her doing drugs or anything like that. You want to sleep with a teenager.
Facts.
I didn't know she was 16 at the time.
At some point, you paid her mother $100 so she could come visit you, right?
I sent her $50 for her birthday.
See, I called
Her
it.
mom needed money for I don't know what, pay bills or something. I told her, is there any way I can come see her? And she said she needed another $50 for something. So I paid $50 to go up and pick her up. And not only did she let Britney come down, she let her other daughter come down. Never even met me before or anything, and knew I met her on the chat.
So she sent her two teenage daughters to come spend overnight with you.
Yeah.
One's 16, the other one's 12.
Or yeah, I think she was 12.
Why would you let a 12-year-old come stay
Because
with you?
we
that
have-
you've never met, that you don't know the parents?
Because it was her
12-year-old?
sister. It was her sister.
These are young teenage girls.
He buying
These are
them.
girls, you've never met their parents. You obviously thought you were doing something wrong because you broke it off. And now you know this other girl is definitely 13, 12, right? Why would you let her stay in your house?
Well, because she wanted to come down and have a good weekend.
A good weekend.
We went to a water park.
And you don't see anything wrong with
I
that.
don't see anything. I got 2 kids of my own. She wanted to meet my other little daughter. They were talking to each other.
How
on
old
the
is your
phone.
daughter?
11.
So if I called your daughter up and say, you want to come to a water park with me this weekend, you'd have no problem with that?
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering why your mom was doing
Well,
that.
so why would you do it then?
I wouldn't let my daughter go nowhere with somebody like that.
So it's all right for somebody else's daughter to come stay with you, but you wouldn't allow your daughter to go meet a stranger then, right?
No, you're damn right I would.
Well, then I'm saying stranger danger. Why are you doing it?
Because I know how I am, and I'm not like that.
You know how you are. What do we know about you?
Yeah.
We know that you'll sleep with a 60-year-old.
Well, not knowing.
Not knowing, but you did know at some point, and you still continued to do it.
No, because I was in love with her.
You were in love with
You
her.
were in love with a
How long
teenager.
after did you find out that she was 16?
About 5 months.
5 months, and she's lying to you? She's saying she's 18?
Yeah.
So you fell in love with somebody that's been lying to you about their age the whole time?
Yeah.
That didn't bother you at all?
Well, it bothered
This
me.
relationship built on love, that she's lying to you the whole time?
Well, yeah, it bothered me.
Then what did you do about it?
I broke up with her, and she kept calling me and crying and calling me and crying, and everything that's going on up there, I felt
And you
sorry
didn't
for her.
say, you know what, I can't do this. You're 16. Stay with your mother. You don't know me. I'm 41. Goodbye.
And block her number.
I did kind of do that, but then
Kinda.
she called me back, and I felt sorry for her. She didn't have nothing. She wasn't going to graduate. She had things going on there. Everybody's doing
Again, you
drugs
never
around
met her mother.
No,
And at some point, the mother signs over custody to you. Why?
because she couldn't take care of her.
She couldn't take care of her.
She said that she wasn't going to school, and
And she really doesn't know who you are, right?
nope. So she let Britney, since she was in love with me, come down and live with me.
And you're helping her by sleeping with her.
I'm just here to help her out. I didn't even want to come on
Yeah,
this
you
show.
helping
And I'm
her
here to help
out,
her
right?
out
What you did, right?
because she has a mom and a guy just got out of prison, does crack, did crack, 24/7. There's people running
Well,
in
you
and
know
out of
what?
her
She
house
definitely
doing
sounds sketchy,
drugs.
too. She sounds very sketchy. Let's bring her and her husband out.
I want to see this.
Pedophile.
Nothing but a pedophile.
Why'd you sign your daughter over
pray
to me?
Because the best thing the moment in time to do for her. You are a pedophile.
Oh, whatever. Why'd you
prey
sign
on
your daughter?
kids. You love
Sign your
kids.
daughter
You
over
lied to me
to
in the
me.
very beginning. I'm brother and can we have it for the weekend to
Because
go look at the
he's sitting
college?
there smoking drugs with all
He
your
wasn't
kids.
even around my house.
Oh, whatever. He's
I
smoking
didn't
dope with
get
all
him
your
until
kids.
January.
All your kids.
You are so full of
Oh, they're worth
feel like
$100.
I'm
pedophile.
Demon
Your kids are worth
in the flesh.
$100.
You give me no money,
Is that what you're
pedophile.
saying?
What did you give me?
Whatever. I gave you $50. I sent Britney
Gave
$50.
you no money.
You dropped them off in the parking lot. to
You
me.
are no one you give. You're a pedophile.
Hey,
you
you
prey
did.
on small kids. Small kids.
Whatever. You're the
You're
one
a
that-
pedophile.
You're basically saying you basically paid for children.
No, she.
No, yes, that's exactly what you're saying. You're
up.
basically saying
could have been
you sold your
anybody.
kids to me and you get right, you could have been anybody.
I could have been anybody and
but
not
you
even
know
brought
what?
those
That's
kids
the
back.
thing. You could have been anybody.
She didn't know
you
who
stay
I
away
was or
from
anything.
teenage girls. That's what you do.
She didn't know who I was. What I'm saying is I could have been anybody.
That's right.
They could have been killed. She would have known where they were
well,
at.
that's right, creep. That's why you stay away from kids you don't know. That's why you stay away from children that you have no relationship with their parents. That's when there's something that could stop you. You could say, no, I don't know you. I don't know your children. But you don't do it. You don't have any moral compass inside you that says this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. No, all you think about is your children. But when it comes to abusing somebody else's children,
I didn't abuse nobody's
When
children.
you're sleeping with a 16, I don't give a damn if it's on the law or not. That's abuse.
No, it isn't. Not with what she's going through.
So it brings me to you. Why would you let your 16-year-old daughter go with this guy.
Moment in time, they lied to me when they were younger.
Okay, so
She
they
told
lied,
me
but
he
you
was
find
a-
out the truth.
He told me that
You're
it was
taking money from this guy.
I took no money from that guy.
You said
I
you
took
did.
no money
I
from
hope
that guy.
she tested
My
for
daughter
that.
takes care of him.
You signed
My
over.
daughter takes care of him.
You signed custody.
I
What does
did.
he need to be taken care of?
He has no money. She takes care of him. She pays rent in his house, half the mortgage.
Why did you sign custody? Here's the thing. You signed
moment in time, her on drugs. She refused to go to school.
But you don't know this guy. You don't know who he is.
Understandable.
Why would you sign your daughter over to a strange man that you don't know?
We talked about it with Britney, and I talked about it with him.
And what did you talk about?
She said she wouldn't graduate, Steve. She was willing to
I don't
throw
give
away
a
her
damn.
whole career,
Listen,
no graduation,
you know what?
unless she could
Okay,
go and be with this man because
you know
she's
what? Just
supposedly
keep
in
talking
love.
Chinese, because I don't care what you have to say right now. You want to explain how you signed your daughter away to a stranger. You can't tell me anything that's going to make sense. And then you say you sat down and talked it over with your daughter?
Yes, we did.
So
She
what?
kept running away.
And you tell her no. Then you keep locking her up.
They
You
wouldn't
keep
lock her.
locking her
She's
up.
essential age to have sex. I called DSH down there.
She's not an adult. She can't run away, right? Until she's 18.
They keep bringing her.
They
She's
might have
running
consensual
away.
sex. You run away. You keep making police reports. You go keep dragging her
did.
ass and you bring her home.
I did bring her
No.
home.
You go to your daughter to spend the night with him. You never met this guy, and you sent your 16-year-old and the 12-year-old to go stay with a man that you've never met.
Talked on the phone.
You talk to this guy on the phone. What do you know about him?
Nothing.
He don't work. You know he has kids.
Okay, he doesn't work and he's got kids. So why you send your daughters there?
They wanted a weekend at the water park.
The dope is eating her brain.
They wanted a weekend at the water park, so you sent them to a stranger.
You know, I don't care what you say to me, how you do things. You want to help her? That's great. I don't care how you treat me. As long as you do good by her, I'm good.
Just as long as I
take
do
all
that
the
by her,
abuse.
you could be the biggest piece of that walks on the face of the earth.
Correct. And I will.
You don't care.
That means getting her help, and that's what I'll do.
What about the 12-year-old that you're letting go? How am I supposed to help her?
She's not having no problems.
She's not
No.
having any problems.
No.
She's got a big problem. It's standing right in front of me.
Right. A big problem. She a big problem.
Before you sent your daughter to him, did you look up his police
After
record?
he was there.
After he was there.
We called while they were down there.
And you found out he had a police record. What'd you do about it?
Called and told her about it. That they lied about his age.
So you didn't go down there and get her?
No, I have a vehicle to go down and get her.
You what?
I have a vehicle to go down and get her.
You don't have a vehicle.
I didn't have it at that point, no.
So that stops you from going to get your
Yes.
daughter from a criminal.
Yes, I have a vehicle to go down and go into.
You didn't have a vehicle.
No.
Is there anything that you'll do for your daughters?
Yeah.
Like what?
Anything for my daughters.
Everything?
Yeah.
Let them stay with strange men.
Yeah, I guess that's where you put it, yeah.
And sign over custody.
Sign over your rights to them, to strange
No.
men.
She wanted temporary custody while she's in school.
You
That's
signed
all it
over your
was.
right, your custody
Temporary
to a strange
custody
man.
while she goes to school.
While it goes
And
to
sleep
school.
with a
You
grown
know
man.
he's sleeping with her, right?
Yes, I know that. Nothing to do about it. She's 16, consensual sex
Nothing
age.
you could do. Then if you know he's sleeping with her, why would you sign your rights over to him?
She wasn't going to go to school at the moment in time. She needed to go to school. Wasn't going to graduate. Going to drop out.
She
Going
was
to
willing
college
to
now.
throw her whole life away for him. Everything.
Yeah, but you know,
Shut
the mom's making it
the
easy.
fuck
Who is this, your
up, like-
girlfriend?
No, this is my wife.
This is your wife?
Yes, we got married March 20th when I got out of prison on a parole
Congratulations.
violation.
What, you got out of jail? I'm
I
sorry.
went back to prison on a parole violation.
It just keeps getting better.
He's saying
Them kids is doomed.
he's saying she's telling him your whole life. He's not telling you about the drugs there every night. He's doing drugs.
Listen, you know what? I don't want to hear anything out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And you know. So your daughter's been living with Andrew for 5 months, right?
Yes.
And how often have you seen her in those 5 months?
3 times.
3 times in
Yes.
5 months.
Yes.
Why is that?
She's been working in school.
Working in school.
Yes.
Most teenage daughters see their moms on a daily basis.
Talk to her every day. She calls me.
Talk to her every day.
Yes.
How's Andrew?
To her, we don't talk much about him. She talks about school. She talks about.
Why wouldn't you want to talk about him?
She won't bring up.
You know she's
she won't
having an
talk
adult
about
relationship
it.
with
I
him.
talk about him. She don't talk about him. Okay, bye, mom. She won't discuss him.
So you have no control, no authority over your children
No, I don't.
whatsoever?
No, I don't.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Do you have any control
She
over
don't
any of your
want
children?
to.
The youngest one.
The youngest one.
Yes.
The one that spent the weekend with him?
Yes.
How much control did you have that weekend that she was at his house?
None at all.
None at all. So your kids, all the daughters are involved with creeps?
Yes.
So how is it that you raise all these kids and you have no control over them?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, they do drugs.
They all do drugs. Do you do drugs?
No, I don't.
Never?
I tried it.
You tried it?
Yes.
Do you ever do drugs around your kids?
Not with them around me, no.
Anybody that you know do drugs around your kids?
I'm sure there hasn't people around done drugs. He has before.
He has before.
Yes.
The man you married did drugs with your kids?
Yes, he has.
What kind of drugs?
Marijuana.
He smoked pot with your kids?
Yes, he has.
And how old were your kids at the time?
Age they are now, 15 and 19.
Oh, he just recently smoked pot with them.
Before
no.
he went.
Just recently. It was back in July of last year.
Oh, back in July last year. So last July you were smoking pot with her kids.
Yes.
And you thought that was a good idea?
At the time, I thought I couldn't beat him, might as well join him. I thought maybe I could take him off of it, but I could see it wasn't the right way to
take
go.
him
And
off
I
of
realize
it.
now it's not the right way to go. And ever since I've been home, I've been doing my damnedest to get him off of it, to get him from drinking. They're in gangs now. Almost got shot last week.
Do you maybe see the pattern here, or why your kids are so screwed up? Maybe.
Correct.
You
He
call
is
him a pedophile and you give him custody.
Yeah, I did. For her to go to school, finish school.
So what does that say about you, that you're signing your child over to a pedophile?
I don't know.
You don't know.
If you wanna call
What
it.
do you know?
Nothing.
What you know right now?
And then this guy smokes dope with your kids and he gets out of jail and you marry him.
Yep.
That's a good father figure for your kids, right?
They're real
That's
good
going to
right
straighten
now.
them up.
They're out of control. When they get out of control, I'm telling you the truth. I'll whip their ass to do the best that I can.
Well, you know what? If it was one child that was acting crazy, two children, but all the children, there's no guidance. They're all out of control. They're all doing whatever they want. She has no control over them.
One's
So at some
19,
point,
so he's not
so
a
at what
child.
point, why don't we slap cuffs on you? You're not doing your responsibility. You're bringing all these kids in here, and you're not doing anything.
Call on you, you can't do it.
She's a
You know what I mean? You got all these
horrible
kids, and
mother.
everybody else has got to deal with them. Creepy over there's got to take care of your daughter. Police are dealing with your other kids.
We can't keep them out of trouble with the
You
police.
can't keep them out of trouble. Why not? How do other
They run
parents
away.
manage to keep their kids out of trouble?
I
How
don't
do they
know,
manage
Steve.
to do that?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
I mean, how did my dad manage to keep my siblings and me out of trouble?
She actually whipped someone's butt back then. Actually disciplined
Oh,
them.
so that's the only way you could kick somebody's butt. But now,
They actually discipline
so
them.
kids now, they're just
You can't
every
discipline
kid
them.
goes wild.
My kids do.
Yeah, well, we know that. What does that speak to you of you?
I can't control them.
You can't control them.
Nope.
You take anything away from them, ground them, take stuff out of the room, give them stuff back, and it doesn't matter to them.
Let's bring out your daughter, Britney.
Mom, how can you sit there and say that? You sat there. He's drugged me down the stairs. He's done all that, and you sit there and
He put
bury
a
him.
hand
He's
on
putting
you.
a hand on me. He's putting
He
a hand on
hasn't hurt
you.
you.
He's throwing you against a tree. I was working.
You weren't in my
He's
house.
been locked up. He said he's been clean for a year. Okay, what? July?
He's been clean.
That's not been a year, has it?
clean.
How long has that been, Mom? That has not been a year.
He's been
Listen,
clean.
no. You sat there. You pushed me off on him because you didn't want me.
You chose to go
No,
there.
you didn't want me, Mom.
No, whatever.
What did you want about me? What? The only time you talked to me was when I got paid.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
it's something
it
you
was,
called me.
Mom.
So you got
The
paid
only
because you
time-
wanted to come
and then
down.
you sit there and you ignored my phone calls half the time. And he sits there and wants to be a father after all the stuff he's
He
done.
allowed you to drive without a license down to my
And he
house.
sits there and he's doing all this, Mom. Look.
Oh, that's a
he's-
big major offense with what's going on.
She had an accident. Had an accident. Stop her.
How can we
Hey,
control you,
wait,
Brady?
at least she has access to a vehicle.
And she wants to see her.
I
She
got
wants
a
to see her mom, and so she's got
Shut
to drive
up.
up there.
How can we control you, Brittany, when you go sleeping with, when you go out to these parties, when we lived in, you go out to these parties with 15 and 20 and get drunk
Control-
and get most of them.
Let's say
Then you come
control me.
home,
Let's-
then you
This
come
is how
home
you talk
and
to us.
talk to
This-
your mom.
Can you see
and
how
you
this
talk to
guy's
your mom,
talking to your daughter?
the way you talk to your mom like she's
This
not
is your
there.
husband.
all the time.
And you
All
smack
the
your
time.
mom and everything else. What are we
I've
supposed
never
to
laid
do?
my
Smacks
hands on
her
my mother.
mom. That's
I've never
crazy.
laid my hands on my mom.
Right.
I'm
Have
not
you ever
perfect.
hit her?
I know I'm
No,
not
sir, I've
perfect.
never
You
laid
never
a
hit her,
hand.
so you never
No,
threw her in
I've
the
He
never
has,
laid a
drug
hand
me,
on her.
he has drugged me down
Them
the stairs.
steps.
He has, yeah, you drugged me down
You know
the
why?
stairs. And
Because you
pushed
wouldn't
my mom
lie.
against the
You wouldn't
tree.
go to your
were high
mom
on
like she
crack.
told you to. She told me to come get you.
You
You
were
wouldn't get out of your
high
bed,
on
walk down the
crack.
steps to go to your mom
You
to
were high on
explain yourself
crack and
about
you
where
pushed
you'd
my
been
mom
all
towards
Did
the
night.
he drag? How did he drag you?
By her feet.
No, it wasn't. It was by my arms. And then when I sat on the steps, you drugged me by
Grabbed
my
by
feet.
You dragged her down the stairs by her feet.
Yes, I did.
What kind
And
of
you're
meth
okay with that, too?
activities
I
is
respect
going
you. I
on?
told her to come down and talk to me. She came in out screw with
So
the
he
older
dragged your
guys.
daughter down the stairs by
Yeah,
her
she was
feet.
drunk, high herself. Came in there.
I was not high. I was not smoking.
Was he high on crack?
No.
No. Were you high?
No. No, sir.
That was the one time you weren't?
No, I was clean for several days throughout the week.
You cleaned.
Oh my god, dude.
But yes, I did smoke crack.
Well, I didn't think that you didn't.
This is a messed up story.
I want
for
everybody to leave
real.
the stage except Britney. I want you to have a seat, Britney. There's nobody on this stage as an adult that's in your life that is anywhere near acting responsible, or really seems to have your best interest at heart. Your mom, I gotta say, I know it's your mom, but what comes out of her mouth astounds me.
She's a friend to us. She's not a mom. She's more like a friend.
She's
She
not
don't-
even a friend. 'Cause
she don't
if she was a
discipline
friend
us.
would protect you.
Facts.
She don't discipline us.
And why are you with Andrew? This guy's 41 years old.
At first, when I first met him, he said he was 35. I lied about my age.
Even
And-
at 35, he'd be
Yeah,
too old for you.
I was thinking that, and we just kept talking, and I guess, I mean, one thing led to another, and I visited him, and I told him I loved him, and right now to say the love's there as a friend, but I don't think anything else, because I want a family. I want to go to college, I want to get married, and I don't think he can. I don't think he can be able to do the family that I want.
So
Obviously.
you don't want to be with him.
And it's not going to last much longer, no.
Well, that's actually good to hear. saying. And you said, what do you want out of life? You want to go to school?
I want to go fulfill my dream, go to college, get married, start a family. I want to be more than what my mom was. I want to go to college. I want to be a better parent.
Do you give him money?
No, I pay somebody lived there when I was working. I was paying $100, $120 every 2 weeks.
Because he doesn't work, right?
No, his mom's living there.
What?
And I was paying to stay, and I wasn't really complaining about it because, you know, at least I had a place to go.
So here this guy doesn't work, he's living with his mom, and you're paying the bills.
Some of them, yeah. I was helping out. I mean,
What exactly did you get attracted to this guy?
he was really, I mean, on the phone, he sounds completely different. He was really, I mean, on the phone,
But okay,
he was really nice.
he sounded real nice
And
on the
then-
phone, but you got to meet him.
And then when I met him, I mean, it was good for a couple months, and then the fighting started, and I was like, this is completely
What were you
different.
fighting about?
Just like stupid things. It could be about my family. I'd be talking in front of my family. He's 41, and I don't have a chance. I mean, I didn't really have a childhood, and I'm still like, when I have a chance to be a child, I want to be a child, and it just feels like I need to grow up faster than what I am, because I'm with him, and it's like I don't get to be a teenager. I don't get to go out and party or do all this. Yeah, he's told me to, but I'm scared of what's going to happen.
And you went to him to get away from your mom, or?
Yeah, because everyone was in the house 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning screaming, walking in and out of my room. I mean, I didn't have a door in my room. We had a sheet over me and my sister's room. We had school. I turned around and, I mean, I was going late to school, couldn't get up for school. She didn't give me no advice. She didn't get me up to say, hey, let's go, let's get a move on, let's go to school. Every time she'd get up, she'd wake us up yelling, screaming, get up, you know. And finally I got to the point, I said, you know what, Mom, I really want to drop out. I said, I want to wait till I'm 18 to finish school. I said, what else am I supposed to do? I said, I'm not going to graduate. There's so much drama going around.
It sounds, though, from what you're telling me, when you went to Andrews, it didn't get that much better.
It was a little bit, and then the fighting started. I actually went to bed on a decent hour. I mean, I wasn't up really late. And I got up in the morning. I mean, I get up in the morning at 7 o'clock. I get ready, I go to school. I live a block away from the school. I graduate in like 15 days. I mean, I'm on the right path. I just need to figure out a different one to go on.
What would you like to happen today?
So I want to show her, you know, you weren't a mother.
Do you want to ask your mom why she signed over your rights?
There's a lot of stuff. I mean, we've done a lot, and nothing's happened. I mean,
Well, I want to bring just your mom out so you can talk to your mom. Let's bring your mom out. There's your chance.
Mom, why did you sit there and you didn't talk to me about it? You just said, you brought it to my attention one day, you said, how would you like to live with your boyfriend? I told you, you know, I'd have a better life. I'd be able to graduate, get a job, you know, be able to support myself. And then like less than a week later, you gave him custody. You signed your rights like you didn't care. You went around and you didn't care.
You wouldn't go to school.
Why did you do it?
You wouldn't go to school.
It don't matter, Mom. You're supposed to be a mom.
I was a mom.
No, you weren't. You weren't a mom, Mom. What's the longest we stayed in a place? What, kindergarten through 4th grade? I've had to meet so many different people, many friends, and then you promised us we could stay in finish out my senior year. And because Ben got locked up and he couldn't come to Illinois, you decided to give up everything. We had our life going, Mom, with or without him. We were better without him. It's like you pick him over us all the time. It's hard to even call you Mom, really it is. Because you haven't been one. You gave Andy custody of me without a doubt in your mind. You didn't have no doubt about it.
That's what you wanted me to do.
Mom, it's not the fact you're my mom. You're supposed to say no.
You wouldn't go
I
to
was
school.
waiting for you to say no.
I didn't know the first 2 times.
I was waiting for you to say no, you're not going. I was waiting for all that to happen, and you didn't.
The first 2 times I did tell you no.
You didn't. When you brought it to my attention to go live with Andy, and I said what I said, less than a week later, I called the school, got my stuff, and I went. You had no doubt in the back of your mind that it was wrong. You did
We
it.
talked about it. We
We didn't talk, Mom. All you asked if I would live with them, and I said I'd have a better life. Look, I got a car now. I'm in the process of getting another job. I'm going to school. I graduate in like 15 days.
You're gonna graduate in May now?
I'm
Before you said you weren't
graduating.
gonna graduate in May.
And I haven't asked nothing from you. I paid for my own cap and gown. I've done everything on my own. I haven't asked for nothing.
I know.
And then when I see you struggle, I feel bad because I'm not there to support my siblings.
You have to feel bad.
For the Christmas, they couldn't, you couldn't get enough for Christmas. I sent money so they could have a Christmas.
Okay,
They're my siblings. My sister's 13 years old. I want her to see a better life. I want her to be raised by a mom. You sound like a friend or a sibling. You don't sound like a mom. I want her to have a mom. And not a dad like Ben.
Well, that's her parents are.
Her dad is not Ben.
We are her parents.
Ben's nothing. Ben controls us. Ben tries to act like our dad.
does not control her.
You met him. He got locked up. You met him again. You forgave him. You said, oh, it's going to change. You're going to change. He didn't change. Mom, he's not going to change. In 3 more
changed.
months, he's probably going to go back doing his crack and doing everything else
I don't
again.
think he is.
He's going to keep doing it.
He has changed.
He drugged me down the stairs, Mom.
Because you came in drinking late.
And you didn't care. I was upstairs. I was minding my own business. You were yelling at me. I
You
told
came
you.
in
You
drunk.
know what? You know what? You got a daughter here that wants her mom to be a mom.
And she's
Children want
clean.
discipline. Believe it or not, they want it. They want their parents to put their foot down with them so they don't get too off the beaten path. You haven't done it. You've picked a man over your kids. That's what you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You picked him. And you know what? You pass off the hard task of raising teenagers. You'll give it to anybody. You don't do anything for your daughters. Your daughter's asking for any kind of attention right now, and you don't care.
Any
You're
advice?
showing no emotion, nothing. It's all on you. You take no responsibility. You blame your teenage child for everything.
Blame her for nothing.
It sounds like you blamed her for everything. And get off my stage.
I love you to death, but I don't see a future with us.
That's why I tried to break it off last week and
Can't
told you
see
to
we
leave.
fight. You kick every other day. You decide when you want me to stay or you want me to go. I want married. I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want a life, and I don't think you can.
Well, I told you because I do all the cleaning, all the cooking, everything.
And she does all the working.
Yeah, no.
That's not true.